where I wanna be. Take me down where I wanna be. Lovely. Take me down where I wanna be. Take me down where I wanna be. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty. It's a nasty mess. Take me down. Where's everybody at? Take me down where I wanna be. Hey! Wires in there. Where I wanna be. Take me down. I don't know if he's wanting to do the whole ceiling or just this strip. Ah. Hello, 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 hello. What's up? Yeah. My dad's having me do this for him. He's gonna pay me a little money to demo this out. Good morning, Christy. So, but I'm waiting for him to message back because I'm not sure if he's wanting to do the entire laundry room or because we had a little bit of water leak right here, so the rock was a little bit rotted out. And there's a little bit of water stain on this end too, but it's really just that strip down along that stud. This seems like it's still fairly good in shape. Oh, there's my dad right there. Hold on, y'all. If it cuts off, I'll be right back. Well, where's it at? Hold on, guys. I might have to come back. If it cuts you out, I'll be right back. All we're going to be doing is one strip down through there. So that'll be fairly easy, I think. I'm actually almost done demoing it out, honestly. At that point, I'll go out there and see if I got enough insulation and tack it all in there and go ahead and start zipping it in. If he says he's got extra insulation up there from where he did his shop out there. I'm gonna put this around, see if it will. There we go. I want the camera to be on that side. There we go. That seems a little better. Now he's got to wait on everybody to come back. So I was surprised it didn't actually boot the live off, but it looks like it disconnected it, like probably buffering while I was talking to Dad. I wasn't sure if y'all would be able to hear me talking to Dad while it was in the background, but it was just reconnecting, like it was buffering as I was, when I came back, it was still running, it was just buffering. All right, we got someone in here. James and Christy was here. But I about got that full strip already knocked out. So at this point, I'll probably get those edges cut out real good and then go see what insulation's out there. Hello, Melinda. Doing a job for my dad. He's paying me to come out and re-rock this. He had a water leak in his laundry room, so I did have James and Christy in here, but my dad called me on a video call, so it buffered out my live for a minute. That's okay. So, yep, I'm about done already demoing it out. Like I was saying, and then I'm going to go out here. He's got some leftover insulation, he said, from when he insulated his shop. And who knows, I might be able to get it completely knocked out by the end of the day and just come back later and do the mud and taping on it. This is what I used to do. Done this for years when I was in my younger days, in my 20s. You remember on our live last Tuesday, Melinda, that friend of mine that came in, Matt Grisham? Yeah, it was him. No. No. Well, we kind of are tearing a little bit of it down right now, but we're going to put it back together. But yeah, old Matt Grisham, that's the buddy of mine that I used to work with. They've actually got their own business now doing it. So I messed up, man. They gave me chance after chance after chance, and I kept screwing it up, going out and being a dummy and running off and coming back, running off, coming back. And, finally, I was gone for like 5 or 6 years, and they started their own business down here. So, honestly thought about getting a hold of them to see if they needed a hand for a few months. But, we'll see. We actually did sheetrock and acoustical drop ceilings is mainly what they do. So, you know, when you go in like big stores and stuff and you got the grid, the metal grid ceilings, the squares, and then you got square tiles in it. Yeah, that's what we did. I was really good at it, actually. But I was a bonehead. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it. That's what I was saying when we were in our live the other day, when I was saying that I'd already been thinking about them for the past couple of days. So I was thinking about seeing if they needed any hands out there. Because I'm not that same person anymore, you know? And all the skills they taught me are still there. They've never left me. So that was one good thing that came out of it, is I got a lot of... Hello, Ed and Aaron, what's going on? Is this Ann or Aaron? Yeah, but that's what was really cool about it, is the fact that I got different trades under my belt, right? So that's where I learned my woodwork, sheetrocking, framing, and acoustical ceilings, which acoustical ceilings was my favorite thing to do. Because we would do little strip malls and have like 2,000 square foot on each room. Hey, y'all. And we would all start on the same room. We'd have the exact same size, and we'd race to see who could get the flattest ceiling in the quickest time, running grid. And the way it runs is it runs off of wires. You run the wires off of the metal beams up on the ceiling, run it down, and stick the wire on the metal grid. You use lasers to level it out, to stack it all. It's like a puzzle piece. And then go through and start putting your tiles down in it. But yeah, I love doing this kind of stuff. This part of it stinks because it's just messy. All right, 20-year-old trailer, so that insulation's really old. Probably should be wearing a mask, to be honest, but I never wore a mask when I was younger either, and I still live, so. Take me down where I want to be. Ooh. And this is weird because right here, well, it is a mobile home, but on all these studs on top of the sheetrock, they've got spray foam. Look at that. Spray foam running down all the studs. So the sheetrock is not even screwed to the studs. It's glued. That's insane. Insane to me. Take me down where I want to be. Take me down, oh wow, where I want to be. It makes me a little bit nervous sticking my head up here, right? I don't know what kind of animals up in here. wouldn't be fun to come face to face with a coon. There's where their water leak's coming from. Maybe. Nothing looks rotten up there. I don't know where that water leak would come from. This is through this fan. Take down where I wanna be. Smoking insulation. Ooh. I need to quit this stupid thing anyway. Ugh. The tips of my fingers are real sore and super callous because I've been training on the guitar. And that first day I trained for like 4 hours and completely blistered my middle finger. So it's really callous but sore. But I'm getting better. I'm really just teaching myself. Yeah, so I planned on coming out here and doing this for Dad a while back. And then my dad's wife, my bonus mom, she her dad passed away at the beginning of the year. So we had to kind of put it off for a little bit. And then Dad called me the other day knowing the spot we're in. And he was like, we'll pay you to come out here and do this if you want to help y'all out. So it's helping both of us out, right? Thank God for Dad. And Nance. I love you, Nance, if you're watching. Take me down where I wanna be. Take me down. This foam is ridiculous. These mobile homes are so much different than a regular house. I mean, it's a normal house. What am I talking about? Like, it's not what I mean. Like, just the way they put them together. Quick and easy. Throw some foam in there. Slop your sheetrock up. Let it set and dry. That's why they can build these things so fast. They do everything almost kind of cutting corners, seems like. You get a straight edge. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go see Crowder. Tomorrow night. I'm going to try to live stream that too. I am getting addicted to these live streams, man. I have fun with it. Whoa. Then y'all can just see everything in real time. Where I wanna be. So I'll be going get Sammy for lunch at noon. Yeah, still got about an hour and a half before I gotta head over there. Just kind of taking my time with it. I'm not gonna kill myself. You can hear that wind through the ceiling. Yeah, my dad called. I told him, said, if you want to watch, we'll be on YouTube live. I did get permission first. I was asked Nant first. I didn't want to just start recording their house on the internet and not ask if it was okay, right? I feel like that'd be kind of rude. Who knows, she may not have wanted me doing it. Lick and stick. James is back. Sorry about that earlier, bud. Dad video called me. I said I wanted to make sure he only wanted to do, because at first it sounded like he wanted to do the entire room, but, and this is all still solid right here. All that right above here. So I'm just going to get a straight edge and run it right down the center of that stud right there, and then we'll just put a strip. Only thing that was kind of, okay, cool. Only thing that kind of stunk, oh, see, I was demoing this corner right here out, and I hit that piece. I just had the corner, and I knocked it with the hammer, and the piece that came out was like way bigger than the corner. And come to find out, it's a solid piece that runs all the way through the hallway. So now I'm going to have to put a hot patch right there, which it's all good. I called Dad and let him know. Just a hole in this. Yeah, that's true. That is true. We're just in the laundry room, so. But I'm sure she wouldn't mind either ways. Yeah, it was a oops. When I first seen it, like, oh no! I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be separate pieces, right? Like if you were topping it out, you know, you'd have this room cut out 2 sides and go to the next room. So if you had to knock it out, it would just be edges on the edges of the, at least the square part of the room. But oh well. He wasn't too I mean, he wasn't upset at all, actually. It's okay. My dad's a really, really good dude. Really good guy. I love my dad, man. Yeah. Got a huge heart and just a good old country boy. Good old country boy. Taught me a lot. Especially fishing. And I love him for that. Okay. Enough talking. Just don't want to bore you all to death. Lay me down where I want to be. Lay me down. Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't said anything. Oh, for one, if y'all didn't know, we actually have a merch site. I think Mom put it on our on the main part of our channel. But she's made, I believe, 2 different kinds of shirts. It says Goat Daze on the front, YouTube. It's got a cross right here on the front shoulder. And on the Goat Daze, so it's got goat up top and Daze on the bottom. And the G, the O, and the D is like bubble letters. So it looks like it says God. And on the back it says stay blessed. YouTube, Goat Day, at Goat Days. Pretty cool. And she actually made some stickers the other day that were pretty awesome. That one's got Ephesians 4:9. I think, I can't remember exactly. On the community tab. Yeah, it's nothing that we actually, I don't even think, Mom was saying we don't really even make a profit off of it, right? I think that you do, but it's just a very little. But that's not the point. We're not trying to make money off of it. We're just trying to, get our channel advertised out there. People wearing our shirts and people ask questions, right? Or wonder, get on YouTube, like, I wonder what this is about, right? So, yeah, go on, go check that out. I forgot to mention that in the live with everybody there Tuesday. And yesterday, so y'all remember about a month ago, there was a job that popped up, and it was another auction yard. The exact same thing I'd done for 6 years. And I missed it. Like, I went up there and asked them, and they said, yeah, we're doing interviews next week. I went and checked for the application online. No application, so I called them, and they said they already filled up all the interviews. Crap. So yesterday, just on a whim, after I dashed for like 8 hours yesterday, didn't do too bad, but I was just sick of driving around. And then, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They got scriptures and everything on, like I said, the goat days on the front, it's bubble lettered, the G, the O, beginning of goat, G and O bubble letters, and then the D's a bubble letters, so it says God on it. But, I checked on a whim yesterday for that application just to see if the position open. It was open. So they must have already burned through a couple guys that didn't work out, all I can think of. So I got my application in. So that's really cool. I'm hoping I get a phone call on that. I need prayers for that. And, yeah, hope that works. I don't see why they wouldn't at least get me in there and do an interview. I've got 6 years experience. Level 2 yard attendant certified. Level 1 loader operator certified. 6 years experience. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work. I feel like it's a God thing. Why would it just be pop all of a sudden there's an application on there 3 weeks later? Yeah, just going in there and just checking on a whim and boom. So, gotta be a God thing, right? Gotta be. Gotta be. Love the way he works, man. I love the way he works. But yeah, James, I want to get what I'm saying about, like, we're not profiting nothing off the apparel. I just want to get our names out there, and we can get more people hearing the word of God. Stockyard, it's an auction. It is okay. So you wreck your car, and it'll go to the wrecker yard, and once it sits there so long, they figure out what they're going to do with it. Then our tow drivers, well, when I was there, our tow drivers will go pick up the vehicles from the wrecker yard, bring them to our yard. And what I did, well, I was a check-in guy, so I had a handheld, and I go around the vehicle, put down what kind of car it is, make, model, all that jazz, color of the vehicle, where the damage is, left side, right front quarter, left front quarter, rear, front, rear, whatever. And then get in the car, see if it'll start, check and see if it goes in run and drive, put all that data in the system to everything about the vehicle. And then once I got done there, I would jump in a loader, because I'd probably have 30, 40 cars to do in one day. And then I'd jump in the loader, grab the cars, pull them and put them in inventory, and have my check-in yard cleaned out. So that's what I used to do. And this is the exact same thing. It's just a different company. And it's actually only like a mile and a half down the road from our house. So if anything just happened to happen, right, I could just walk to work if I had to. So it'd be a blessing. I have a good feeling about it. I really do. And I'm losing my voice for some reason, which really stinks, because we're going to see Crowder live tomorrow night, and I want to be able to sing. But, you know, later on down the road, we will be, when we go to Kentucky, Grounds with the Goats will be its own thing. We'll make its own page for Grounds with the Goats. And then Goat Days will be changed to Goat Days Homestead. Because we'll have our, I don't know how much it is. It's at least 3 acres. And I got a lot of plans to do out there. So yeah, that will be like just a homesteading content video. Of course, it'll be centered around God still, of course. But our talk videos will be its own thing. Just waiting on Sis to graduate is all we're waiting on. And see what she's going to do. She'll be 18 in a couple weeks. Which is freaking crazy. Not only will she be 18 in March, she had a sister. I had a daughter in 2004. She would have been 20 this year. Just crazy. It's crazy. But she's in heaven. I'll see her again one day. Where I wanna be. Big old dead spider. Lovely. Lovely. My kids are 32 and 35. Yeah, I imagine. I'll be there. And it feels like just a blink of an eye. It's gone. Just like it says in what book is it? Ezekiel or Exodus? I can't think of what book it is. But he talks about how life is just like dust in the wind. Throw the dust in the air, it's gone. That's what life is, basically. And it makes so much sense. I wish I could remember exactly what book that is, but I studied that entire book a couple years ago, and it's really good. But it's so true. Life just feels... Yeah. Because you got to figure, like my dad, I just turned 40. You know, my sister's 35. My brother's 37. No, 38. Yeah, because we're all 2 years between every one of us. Hello, Barb. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you'll meet my dad eventually, and I think I've had him on a couple of my videos. He's not real, you know, a camera kind of guy. He's old school. But if you heard my dad talk, it'd blow your mind because I sound just like my dad. I look a lot like my mom, but I do look a lot like my dad too. But my voice, I remember back when I was this kid, when I was like 12 or 13, my granny showed me a video of my dad when he was 12 or 13, and it sounded exactly like me when he started talking. It blew my mind when I was a kid, right? It's pretty cool. But my dad's one of the best dudes the best guys you could ever meet, man. Got a heart of gold. Good guy. And that's where I get my heart from. My pops. And did I tell y'all my granny's coming down from Indiana? She's going to make one more trip down here to Indiana in a couple months. I'll make videos of that for sure. But it'll probably be her last trip up here. Her cousin's going to drive her up. And we're supposed to be getting all the family out here. So I got all my aunts and uncles and cousins, and it'll be a pretty big shindig. I'm excited about that. And my granny, she is the definition of a woman of God. She's amazing. She's the reason like I've said it before. She planted that seed in me. Young. We've got to get going through today. I sure will. Bye, Ann and Aaron. Thank you for hanging out. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Really appreciate it. Lay me down. Cleanup is going to be the crappy part of the whole thing. But I've already started. I was just doing a little bit at a time, stuffing it in the bag, do a little time, stuff it in the bag. But, yeah. But I'm about done now. Demo in this corner. I just got to get these edges. Lay me down. Where am I going? Lay me down. Yeah, I'm sure y'all thought I was in my house when you first came in, but I'm done doing work to that house because it's not my house. And I have completely remodeled that entire house. It still needs a little bit of work here and there, like the floors put in the bathroom and the bedroom. One bedroom I got floor in. Got the kitchen, the middle like family room, and the living room, all those wood grain snap pieces for flooring. Me and my dad did back when he lived there. And done a whole bunch of sheetrock work and brought that house back to life. Because it was almost looked like it needed to be bulldozed down. It was that bad. People just let it go. Had animals just doing their thing for however long. Yeah, it was bad. But we brought it back to life. But yeah, I'm done doing any work yet. Whenever we move out of there and he gets new people over there, he'll be able to get twice what he's charging us for rent. Just because of the work we've done to it. But he's a really, really good landlord. And that's pretty hard to find these days. To have a decent landlord renting a house. Right? A lot of slumlords out there. Don't care. This one was cool because any kind of work that I'd done to it, he had a tab at the hardware store and just go up there and get what you need. Or if I did have to pay for it out of pocket, he'd take it off of rent. So nothing cost us anything. And I just love doing that kind of stuff, so I had fun with it. Probably my mom ain't in here. She must be at work. Oh man, get that over there. They need to have that tied up better, you'd think. Lay me down where I Hey Joe, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm just tearing up the ceiling at my dad's place. God bless you, bro. I need my tool belt. Ouch. Stay in there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it stay. Exactly do that sort of thing. Come on, Anna. There we go. Use the old noodle a little bit. This foam stuff just blows my mind. It really does. Just quick throw together. Samuel was like, am I going to have to get my stuff together and be prepared for staying at work for lunch? Basically, she was saying, please come get me for lunch. Kind of a trick question, you know? So, no, sweetheart, I will come get you for lunch. Make you sit up there. She was stuck up there for 2.5 months. Having to sit in her friend's car during lunch because, you know, her car was down. Oh, make her have to do that again. I understand what it's like to have that little hour getaway from work and be able to go home and relax. Because she's literally like 10 minutes from her job. If I get this job, I'll be even closer. I can get to my house in 1 minute in a vehicle. I could get home walking in 10 minutes. I'd rather not, but I could if I had to. Keep as much in there as I can. Nasty, nasty stuff. I'm lucky to get a half hour, and most of the time it's in the truck, live there too. Yeah. Yeah, live there. I know how it feels, man. Trust me, I know how it feels. And it does stink whenever you're that far away from home where you have to just chill out in your car. And especially only a half hour lunch. So do you have to go by like buzzers? Like 15 minute come in, then 15 minutes, and then buzzer, 30-minute, buzzer, 15. Oh, well, okay. You're a truck driver. Hey, man. That's awesome. I thought about going and getting my CDL. Before this application came up, which if I don't get a call on it, I'm still going to do. But I plan on getting in a tow truck. Because I know tons of tow drivers. I worked out there for 6 years, so there's several companies I could go to if I had to. I was just kind of trying to, honestly, have that as a last option because just it's a lot of hours. And I'm the kind of guy that, I'll do what I have to do regardless if it comes down to it, right? But I'd rather work to live and not live to work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I loved the job I had over here. It was every once in a while, you might work 45, 50 hours a week. You know what I mean? But your set schedule is 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I like that. And I think the reason I have that mindset, kind of, is my dad was, and he's not as much as he was. Oh, so do you do drop ceilings, Joe? But I think the reason I'm more have that attitude as far as work to live and not live to work is that's what my dad did my whole life. I really didn't ever have time to connect with my dad because he worked all the time. Like all the time, he was never home. And if he was home, he was out working, on a car or just a working man, right? So I didn't see much of him. And I don't know. I think that kind of just set the tone in my head. Like, not that it was a bad thing. That we always had nice things. He bought me an awesome truck when I turned 16, and great dad. Don't get me wrong, but we just never had a chance to bond with each other growing up. So we really didn't start even bonding. Well, even when my mom and dad separated in 2004, I was so spun out of my mind. I still just never took the opportunity. We've always loved each other and, had that relationship, but not that bond until 2016 when I got sober, And then, we rekindled everything. And, and there was a point in my life where my dad probably almost couldn't stand me, right? Like he loved me, of course, but I was just a bonehead. And I'm very, very, very hard to deal with. And it feels good that changing my life and rekindling that or creating that bond with my dad that I never really had. And it's been pretty cool. That's one of the big bonus benefits that has come out of changing my life, right? To be able to have that relationship with my dad. So. And he works at the same place. 16 years and my kids still want nothing to do. Oh, I'm sorry, James, man. I'm sorry, brother. I think I was probably this close to that with Miracle, to be honest with you. Because, about screwed it up. I caught it just in time. Stealing sometimes. But if you don't want to work 70 hours a week and not get paid for load and unload $50 for throwing an 85 pound on the truck. Help my mom and stepdad redo a full house. Yeah, I love this kind of work. This is what I did all through my early 20s when I wasn't out running around being a bonehead. But in between those times, like I'd get straight enough to go work for a year or two, and then I'd spin off and disappear. 30 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, James. That sucks, man. That really that's heartbreaking, man. Be praying over that. Have you tried, which I'm sure you have, contacting with them and stuff like that? Are they close to you? That just stinks, man. That breaks my heart for you, brother. I hate that. I couldn't imagine, man. Couldn't imagine. And not only that, guys, here in a little bit, it's supposed to get up to about mid 50s here in a little bit. It's still a little bit chilly. We had that cold front come through. But, this is what Dad's got in his backyard. Yeah, you already know. We got the fishing poles in the back of the car. There's some big old bass in that too. So, ponds everywhere, man. That's what I love about Oklahoma. Let's go see if he's got that insulation in here. See, they did these. My brother and his stepson come out and helped top all this out in his shop. Did all that. They insulated it, and he's got a wood stove back here. Now that he's getting it insulated, they did the walls over here too. We just got to finish these walls and get it all insulated. Wintertime, no problem. Come out here and work on anything you need to work on. Got the wood stove and got the big stereo system. Yeah, it's beautiful. But this is what I'll be having when we get to Kentucky. I've got I don't want to say it like that. They have a 4-car garage out there. It's not as big as this shop, but it's big enough. Big enough. Hey man, I think these are mine. Bean bags, bean toss bags. I think I brought them out to play a game a few years back. Well, I'm not seeing no insulation out here, so I don't know what he's talking about. I thought he said that there was extra itch out here. Over and over again. Cool hard man. Well, there's some right there. I wonder if that's what he's talking about, pulling that down and just using it. I'll have to ask him when I do lunch. Yeah, they've got, I honestly am not sure, but I know at least 15 acres out here. So all that property behind the pond and down the sides. Yeah, they got a lot of land out here. And I've even thought about coming out here and trying to make, doing some actual content videos, just going out on their property, like maybe like a 24-hour survival thing or something. I know she would let me just go out there and like maybe try to build a little cabin or a hut or something cool like that. That would be so fun. Like some primitive stuff like we was talking about with Pooch and Tish yesterday. That's got to be what he's talking about. I'll have to talk to him at lunch then. But yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Love it. Love it, love it. And the thing is, it's crazy. Okay, so his wife now, I grew up with her son, Travis. And like when I was, since kindergarten. Like I remember used to go, Mom and Dad would let me go over to his house when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I'd be able to walk. And his house was across the main road and a couple blocks in the neighborhood over there. And they'd let me go over there and we'd play Donkey Kong on Super Nintendo all night. Well, till really late at night. And then I would slip back to the house. But yeah, I played baseball with him. And it's just crazy how it turned out, right? My mom and dad split up in 2004, and Nancy and her husband split up. I'm not sure when. And now they came together, and Now they're married, but we used to come out here on this property and fish that pond when I was in Little League Baseball. I'm talking like 11, 12, 10, 11, young. And at the end of the baseball season, we would come out here and have a big bonfire, all the parents and all the players, a bonfire, fishing. And the trailer wasn't here. All it was this big shop. And I'm pretty sure it was green. Big green shop, and it was completely empty and just the pond. So yeah, we've been coming out here since I was a little bitty kid. I've been fishing that pond right there since I was little bitty. That's basically where I learned what I know, was right there on that pond. And I remember one time I was back in that back cove, back in there on the very back side. I was out here with my dad and my uncle, and we were all fishing it, and a storm was coming in, and it started raining, and my dad and uncle, the gate was locked, so we had to park outside the gate and walk. They ran to the car, and they were sitting in the car, and I stayed out there. I was probably 13. I had waders on. I was about knee deep into that cove, and when that rain started coming down, man, the bass were just like bam, bam, bam. That's a memory I'll never forget. Caught like 6 largemouth. It was cool. The pressure changing in the air had them going nuts. That's what I was hoping for the other day when me and my sister went out to her in-laws. But I don't think we stayed quite long enough. I think if we would have stayed a little bit later, it probably would have happened if we'd have stayed till sundown. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's finish. All we got is this little bit right there. Get that out. Clean those edges up. And we'll be ready to probably go pick Sammy up for lunch at that point. Get this cleaned up a little bit, and then find out what Dad's wanting to do with that insulation. I'm not sure if he's wanting to look first. If that's the case, we'll be done today. Have him look at it, and we'll just come back out, do whatever it is he's got planned to do. Sorry, I think I see 30 years of not wanting a family more than wanting a drink is hard to fix. Good luck with the effort. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you've been sober how long now, you said? You said 13 years? Don't have a phone number for them. Keep sending messages on Messenger, but crickets. I'm sorry, brother. I'll be praying for it. Be praying for you. 16 years. Been sober for 16 years. 16 years. Well, I'm proud of you for that, man. Congratulations. And, yeah, I'll be praying for that, man. You never know, man. You never know what God will do. Just keep trying. Don't quit. Don't quit trying, right? Sucks, dude. It sucks. Seriously heartbreaking. Oh, I have got a mess in here. But I've got plastic laid down. Still going to have some kind of covering addict and alcoholic. You know, I never really struggled with alcohol. And what's crazy is alcohol is what is basically seems hereditary in my family. Everybody drinks. Like my dad, he's still a beer drinker. But he's not a hard drinker, right? I think, I don't know how to explain it. He's not necessarily an alcoholic, but he does have a beer or two. And, but my grandpa, his dad, he was a bad alcoholic for many, many years. He got clean in his early 30s. It's just natural in my family on my dad's side. My mom's side is drugs. But it's not really as bad as it is on my dad's side as far as alcohol. My mom's brother that passed away when he was 18, he was a bad addict too. So I kind of get it from both sides a little bit, but I don't necessarily believe in it being like I don't know how you explain it. It's definitely not like something that you just have. I don't know how to explain it. But my thing was drugs, right? And I'm not downers. hated downers. I wanted to go make me want to do something, right? And when I first felt that energy of it, that was it. It was over with. And at that point, for 19 years. And then I just never dealt with alcohol real bad. Like, it didn't affect me real bad. I drank every once in a while. Like, it was one of those things, like, if I was coming down or something like that, like, I'd crave it just to pull me down, right? Other than when I went through like 2 or 3 years of a Xanax thing. And I had this old lady that, I'd call her every payday. I'd go spend half my paycheck and get a Ziploc baggie full of Xanax bars. Now then I was drinking, but that wasn't for the drink. It was just to intensify Xanax. Lucky I didn't kill myself, to be honest, because I'd pop 6, 7 white bars and drink a pint of whiskey like it wasn't nothing. And my dad said there was many. I lived with my dad there for a while. He said there was many nights he had to stay up all night and sit in a chair next to my bed and just watch me and make sure I didn't stop breathing. He said I'd be so messed up that I'd be purple from the bottom of my neck, my head almost looked like it had pressure on it while I was sleeping, right? And just turning bruised, looking purple, and he would have to watch me all night just to make sure. See, that's what kind of dad he is. But yeah, I put my parents through literal hell, and myself, for no reason, but I deserved it because it was all my fault, my doing. So you can understand when I say my dad, there was that part of him that just, I'd say, couldn't stand me. Not me, couldn't stand what I was doing. Just like love the person, hate the sin, right? And there was nothing they could do about it. They fought and fought and fought and fought to try to get me to, and I was just a bonehead, man. Thought that I had control of it was my feeling. I got this. When I'm ready, I'll put it down. That was my thought. Until finally opening my eyes and realizing, nah, it's got you, buddy. And you better do something about it. Because you're about to lose everything. If not your life first. Hey, Jan, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Hate the addiction, not the addict. Right, exactly. Right. Hate the sin. Not the person. Yeah. Love you, Jan. Hey, we still got to do our cartwheel video. We still have not done our cartwheel video. And I was just talking to Sammy about it this morning. Taking her into work. We're going to get that done. Get that out there. Get Sammy out there doing cartwheels. I'll do them too. But Sam's going to be funny. That's going to be absolutely hilarious. The sin, not the sinner. Exactly, James. Exactly. Exactly. So, but at the same time with my dad, of course he loved me, but he hated the sin, so he just didn't want to deal with me. And completely understand, because my dad done it right. My dad washed his hands of me and was like, that's what my mom should have done. And nothing against my mom. I was always a mama's boy. So she was kind of, what do you call that? What's the name of that? When somebody's got an addiction and you've got somebody that's just, you go ask them for money and it's like, okay, that was my mom. I need somewhere to sleep, Mom. I'm hungry. Or enabler. Yes, she and not out of love, right? Bless her heart. It broke her heart when she tried to talk to me. Opened my eyes so many times, and ooh, that wouldn't be no good. We don't want to be doing that. All right. Watch me get electrocuted on live. I'm kidding. That is not going to happen. I promise you. I'm experienced enough to not. I'm going to have to cut that out. Now, I may not have to cut much of that out. I can just lay that rock right on top of that. Let's get this corner cleaned up. Ah, poo. Stupid wires. Man, there's sharp nails coming through that ceiling. Keep running my knuckles in them. It's been so long since I've had to use a hammer, man. Like, it wears my forearm out quickly, especially this big old framing hammer. But she does the trick for sure. Whatever stays up there, I'm gonna let it stay up there. I guess it's not gonna stay up there. I'm waiting for something to fall down that ain't gonna be fun. But I'm sure it's pretty sealed, I'd imagine. Not letting anything get in there. Not like my house. I guarantee if you knock the ceiling out of my house, I ain't no telling what's going to fall out of there. Baby coons, everything. I imagine. When my dad lived there, he actually trapped a couple big coons that were up in the ceiling of the house, and they'd come down at night. So he set up a live trap, and he caught her, and she was every bit of 15-pound raccoon. Crazy. It's just an old house. It's all added on to. And I think the main part of the house in our house is the living room and that middle room. And I think that's all it was to begin with. Like, literally, I'd say probably like in the 20s, 30s, that kind of old. Where it was only 2 rooms, no bathroom. I haven't. I'll have Sammy check it. She usually is the one that stays up on the emails. She may have gotten behind on them now. I'll have her check today. I'll remember to ask her when I go get her for lunch. Cool, man. At least all that came out fairly easy. See? That was separate. That's what it should have been all the way down there. Now all I gotta do is cut that edge. And we'll be ready to rock. How you been, Jan? I seen you pop in on MT last night at Mike and Terry. I also lived with a functional drunk stepdad for a few years, but it tore up our family dealing with him. Yes. Yes, it will tear up everything. The only reason me and Sammy lasted so long for the first 6 years of our relationship running as addicts is because we were both addicts. We both loved to do the exact same thing. And we fed off of each other. Right? That's why it's such a crazy thing that we're still together. You know, that we were able to be partiers that fed off of each other, living in cars. You know, like I worked at a moving company for about 8 or 9 months. And in the 6 months of being there, we went to a car dealership, got a vehicle, almost brand new. It was only like a 2-year-old Chevy Malibu. Beautiful car. And like I said, we were still addicts, big time addicts. Got the vehicle. I left my job. Never made a payment on the vehicle. Screwed our credit completely up. Drove that car for 2 years with the temporaries tag on it the whole time. I would just go get fingernail remover and clean it off and change the numbers, the dates on it. Even got pulled over like 3 or 4 times throughout those years. And still, it worked. Until finally that one time I got pulled over. I went to jail for 5 days in Mantford. And, yeah, that was the end of that car. And even at that time, I'm telling you, that's how bad we were. The car, I think we were running on 3 donuts. Couldn't even afford to go get tires put on it. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And I almost thank God that I got pulled over that night, because I was headed to go get my daughter, and there was no reason for my daughter to be around me, to be honest. But that's how much I still loved my daughter so much, even in those worst times. Like I've explained before, I even put Jesus in her very, very young, her whole life, even though I was living like hell. Yeah, man, it's crazy times. But we turned it around, and we did it together. That's what the power of God can do, man. The power of God is amazing. And it wouldn't have happened any other way. Tried it several different ways. I took my kids to church as well. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, anytime because I had my daughter a lot. Quite a bit. More than I probably should have, right? But her mom took care of her. Was with the guy that he was a truck driver, so he made good money. Took very good care of her. I mean, always had a roof over her head, food in her stomach, things like that. Oh, both of your kids are? I don't even know. Sorry, man. Sorry. Hopefully God will work on them, right? Still love them. Absolutely. I don't know how I would feel about that, right? I know. God's amazing. He can do some big, big things. He can do crazy miracle things. Hey, Mom, what's going on? I was wondering where he's at. I'm out at Dad's. He's got me demoing and redoing the ceiling up here in his laundry room. I just got through demoing everything out. I love them until they put me in. Absolutely, James. Absolutely. That's what I was saying. No matter what it does, gotta love them. No matter what. Those are your babies, right? I hope you're okay with us talking like that about it, the situation. I mean, you brought it up, I guess. So. My heart goes out to you, brother. It really, really does, man. It's a stinky situation. But God will do crazy things, man. Just stay on your knees. And I knew you was going to say that. I was waiting for somebody to say it. I mentioned it at the beginning of the live. I said I probably should be wearing a mask, but all the demolition I did in my 20s, doing all those big old huge elementary schools, like 20,000 square foot of demoing. I know I do. It's done now. I'm done with the demo. I just got cleaned up. Melinda said something to me. I'm sorry. Did I miss it? Let's go back. Melinda, hi, Jan. She said. Is that what you're saying? She said something to me. No? Looks like yeah, she's just been hanging out, looks like. I'll bring you one. I told him twice you need a mask and safety glasses. Hey, it's not that big of a thing. It's just a little bit. Don't get mad at me, guys. Come on now. I'll be alright. I'll survive. I'm a man. Like I said, it's already done now. It's already done now. The nasty part's done. Just gotta pick it up off the floor and bag it up. What time is it? 11:03. It's probably about time to go pick up Sammy. I might just keep y'all running when I go get Sammy and talk in the car. And come back and clean this up. But I love it. I love kind of doing this kind of stuff. This is my thing. So much fun with it. Especially when you're gonna make a couple bucks, right? Just flip you around. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut these doors. As long as y'all don't mind to stay on here while we go get Sammy, do you? I get glasses. I got safety glasses, see? Now I'm safe. Oh, okay. Hurry up. I don't want to get copyrighted. Alright, make sure Daisy's put up. I think she's in there. I hope. Daisy! No, you're doing great. Thank you, Mom. Oh, I want to flip you back over. Sorry, guys. We're gonna do some fishing when we get back too, y'all. Y'all know me. Got me a heater. A small heater for sis. Okay. Just gonna lock this gate out here. Shut that off. We're not on TikTok. I wish I could jam out on YouTube Live. Would that be a bad idea, Mom? Are you ready to go see Crowder tomorrow, Mom? You go to work some on my front yard, dishes and such. See y'all later. All right, Joe, thank you for hanging out, but I appreciate it. I really do. God bless you. We love you. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta shut the gate. I am, and yes. Yes, what? Hey, Christy, you're back. Be right back, guys. I gotta go shut the gate. Okay. Wind Jam, heck yeah. Yeah, we're going to see Crowder tomorrow night. And another girl, I can't remember her name, but she sings that song, crap. I cannot think of it now. I heard y'all would know the song. Let me think a little bit. I heard it that came on the radio yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's going to be a really good one, too. Well, I'm just gonna leave y'all up here. It's gonna be a little shaky until I get off this. Free concert. Yeah, this one is like it's a donation. So make a $15 donation, but if you can't afford it, you can either come in free or give $1 or whatever. It's donation. It's not actually, they ask for at least a $15 donation. But if you ain't got it, they'll let you in. So it's basically the same thing. And it's Crowder and I think like 4 other bands. I don't know if you've listened to any other kind of Christian music, but Lecrae. It's more of a younger, I guess. I kind of like it a little bit. I mean, it's not something I listen to all the time, but I have listened to him a little bit. Especially when I had my stereo system in my car. But he's a Christian rapper. He's going to be there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. There's always that outside of contemporary style there. There's always one band. Last time we went, it was the name of that rock band, Mom? Skillet. Skillet was there. Yeah, this year it's the crate. One year was even there was a Christian comedian there. I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about on that one too. I just can't remember his name. Micah Tyler was there, but can't remember the other. Micah Tyler, that sounds kind of, I can't remember if she may be a part of it. You said it was in October? That's a little bit ago. I wonder if it's the same tour. It's called Winter Jam. I cannot think of any names or anything, and I know exactly who they are. That's what I hate about my brain. Can't remember nothing. Burned it up, y'all. Short-term memory is gone. But hey, they actually have this thing here in Tulsa I can go to. It's called Renew Your Brain, or something like that. But it's not medicine, it's not a medical thing, but they help you restore things, like just by, I don't know how they do it. Renew You, that's what it's called. Got to see, yeah, we seen Big Daddy Weave like 2 years before his brother passed away. That was a really, really good one. Says praise the Lord, and I want. Yeah, Mike, she's good. It's a good one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying about Lecrae. I know most of my, which is, I love it. I love it. Most of our steady followers are my mom and dad's age. But I love that. But you know what's crazy? Hey, Jan, I know what's crazy is on my stats of followers, my biggest following is like 25%, and it's 35 through 45 years old. They're actually all pretty even. From early 20s to early 30s, they break it up into early 30s to early 40s, and so on and so on. So it's fairly even all the way across the board. And it's almost 50-50 men and women, male and female. Sorry about the bumpiness, guys. We'll be on the regular road here in just a minute. Old oil fields. Oklahoma is just full of old oil fields. But it's still pretty land out here. It really is. Here, maybe I can flip around where y'all. See? Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do love my state. He's a decent ways out here. It's about a 30-minute drive, 32 and 35 this year. Okay, so your kids are about the same age as me and my brother and sister. We're just a little bit older. Sammy's 35. She just turned 30, I think. Oh my God, 34 or 35. I think 35. No way. She'd only be 33 because I'm 7 years older than Sammy. She'd be punching me right now if she was here. I don't know, Christy, because I'm ready to be out in the middle of nowhere. I can't wait. That's been my dream basically my whole life. I just want to be away, especially these days. Just want to be away from society, doing my own things in the middle of the woods. And we'll be in the middle of the beautiful mountains, so I'm ready for it. I know. I do it all the time, Jan. Every time. Like I said, my brain is... I forget my own age. Only reason I was able to actually remember it fairly well this year is because I went from my 30s to my 40s. So, I'll have to go through another 10 years of wondering if I'm 42 or 43 or... Until I was about 35, I still got super excited about my birthday. I was that kind of person that was like, it's my birthday week and everybody knows it. I kind of grew out of that finally. My upper. A lot of people say I'm in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes it's not far enough. Right, I hear that. I forget if it wasn't. I'm the same way, James. I am absolutely the same way. It drives the people around me crazy. My mom laughs at me all the time. Sam just gets annoyed. I got our AC, our heat and air blower fan went out. It was at a point where we could just kind of kick it and it would kick on. Now it's at the point it won't even try. Just thought about getting me a bicycle. Hey, that'll work. Keep you in shape too, right? The heck, nowadays you can get bicycles with motors on them, electric bicycles that seem super dangerous to go like 60 miles an hour. It's quite ridiculous if you ask me. We gotta go get an alignment on this. We haven't got it aligned yet, which it's not super bad, but you can feel it a little bit. It wants to pull. Tricycle. There you go. Tricycle. I'm sorry. I thought it said bicycle. I think my eyes were going bad too. I have trouble reading my Bible because the Bible I got, my granny bought me back in 2016 when I first changed my life. And it's one of those little Bibles with the baby print on it. I can put me an umbrella on it. There you go. There you go. That'd work. That would work. I hate these old highways out 65 mile an hour, and as you can see, there's not much road. You don't have much space. Just got to go up these hills. Slower traffic, keep right. See, before we got these axles fixed, there's no way I would have been able to run that camera like that. It'd have felt like, it'd look like that dirt road everywhere we went. Shaking to death. I'm pretty sure it was probably getting pretty close to completely busting. But I would only drive it like down to the store or down to the pond down the road. Yeah, me either. It's dangerous. I'm finally to the point where it doesn't make me nervous. There for a lot of years, I would get anxiety when cars would pass another car. All it takes is somebody to make one little slip. Be all bad. Two cars going 70 mile an hour head on. No good. I'll get me some safety glasses and a mask when we get back. That's it. Good old Oklahoma roads. Be a stinking back road and the speed limit will be 75. It's crazy. I got those, couldn't believe how fast. I know, it's insane. Oh, I imagine, James. I could only imagine. But at least you're in a big truck, man. If somebody slipped, right? You would be a little bit better off being in a huge truck. Like taller. Oh, yeah. Ain't that the truth, Jan? Absolutely true. Drive purple crazy. But I love Oklahoma. This is my home. You know, I actually wasn't even born here. Born in Kansas. Heard this working in my house, but I heard that. Good, get that message, guys. Yes, I sure will, Miss Melinda. I promise you. I'll be safetied up when we get back, I promise. Y'all see. Y'all seem to be having fun with me on these lives. I love them. Like I said, I'm getting addicted to them. And yesterday, our grounds with the goats, we did our grounds with the goats yesterday morning. And I had to go dash. I started dashing as soon as I dropped Sammy off, but I had about a 45-minute gap after dropping her off before I had to start. Sorry, y'all, if I missed your comment. But I had like a 45-minute gap there before I had to start dashing. So I brought my computer and my Wi-Fi with me. Had it all plugged in. Well, I made sure I completely charged my laptop the day before, on Tuesday, just for that reason. And of course, Miracle grabbed my computer and had it in her bedroom all night and didn't plug it in. So while I was doing my editing, my computer died in the middle of it. So it messed up my downloads from my SIM card to my computer. And after that, it acted like it didn't want to accept my clips. I'm just going to take this way. We'll just go through town. I was going to take the turnpike, but still got 35 minutes before she takes lunch. The old town of Sabaluba. Sapaloop, Oklahoma. But like I said, I love this place, but all at the same time, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready. Be out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I need to go. I'm picking up another truckload of compost. Love you, Jen. Thank you for hanging out, sweetie. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. So where are you going to move? Harlan, Kentucky. Just outside of Harlan. So we'll be right in the middle of, I think they call it Tri-State. Because we'll be right up in the corner of Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. So literally with like a 15-20 minute drive, we could be in all three, go through all three states. But coming from town, it's about a 15-minute drive up into the mountain to get to our house. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry for the shakiness, y'all. These Oklahoma roads. Sounds beautiful. It is. You're in Tennessee, okay. It is absolutely beautiful. It's in the Appalachian Mountains. And I'd never been there before. That was my first trip up in the mountains. And, you know, I grew up here in Flat, Oklahoma. I've never been anywhere other than Missouri and Indiana. Drove through Illinois to get to Indiana, but that's about it. So when we went up there, when her grandpa passed away for that week, it was like a dream to me, right? Mesmerizing. Waking up every morning, coming out on my front porch and see nothing but absolutely gorgeous, beautiful mountains surrounding you. The presence of God is just amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'll be able to do some cool little shorts and stuff too. Like my Bible talks out there by the creek and in front of the mountains. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I just wish I could talk my daughter into going with me. Oh, yeah. Is there bad fires going on? Praying for that. Lord, put your hand on that. For sure. I think James is in California, ain't you? Good. Good, Melinda. Pray it don't head your way. Praying it don't head your way. I said, Father, put your hand on that situation. It's a bad deal. I hate fire season. It's that time of year. Fires and tornadoes. Lived in Nashville for 13 years. That's cool. I would love to go to Nashville. This old boy's riding my butt. Go ahead and pull my hair, buddy. I said, sorry if I missed your comments, guys. Paying attention to the road. I love hanging out with you guys, though, man. Super cool. Yeah, that's true. And I'm pretty sure they just changed the law here in Oklahoma. You're supposed to stay in the right lane. I don't know about on these little town roads like this, but I know for sure on like interstate roads and highways, you're supposed to stay in the right lane. Used to, it didn't matter, but they just changed that law. This is downtown Sapulpa. This is where my mom and dad grew up and where I grew up. I was kind of more in the town right next to us, but this was our town, right? Whenever we said we're going to town, this is where we'd be going. Historic Route 66. Yep, that's it. That's where I'm on right now. About to turn off of it. We're doing construction down there in the middle of town, which kind of bit me in the butt a couple times dashing the other day. Yeah, you will hear too if they catch you doing it. It didn't used to be that way. Like I said, they just changed that here recently, within the past year or two, I think. Back when we were Navy family. Love you guys. God is good. God is so good. This is all because of Him. Every bit of it. And I promise you that y'all keep that fire lit in me too, man. And y'all help keep that fire lit in me. In knowing where I stand and where I need to be. And I appreciate it and I love every one of you for it. The first group of people in my Christian walk to you know what I mean? First group of, like it says in the Bible, to be in communication with all the time, and that's you guys. I love you for it. Absolutely do. Thank God for you. Texas is a little scary driving. I drove through Texas when I worked for All My Son Moving Company. Had to drive a moving truck down there. Big old box truck. That was scary. This is Liberty Glass plant. They make glass bottles and things like that. It's been here for many, many, many years. You make good money working in there, but they work like 16-hour swing shifts. So that's more live to work type work. I've never been through Atlanta. Like I said, I've only seen 3 states. 4, including Texas. I've been there a couple times, but not for long periods of time. These lives are so much fun. I know, what's that one lady's name? The older lady, the grandma. I think her name has even got grandma in it. But she does like 8 or 9 hour lives. Just awesome. With hundreds of people in there. Can't remember her name. Her grandson has a TikTok. I just found him the other day. She's awesome. She's funny. Helen Wyatt, yeah. That's the way she does her YouTube. She's a live streamer. It's kind of what I'm becoming. I love it. So much fun with it. If I didn't have to have my phone for dashing, I'd probably go live while I dash. Just talking about riding in the passing lane. It's exactly what I was just doing. People still do it all the time, though. Yeah, I love her too. She has such fun. So fun hanging out with her. And Mom, what did you say about having music going? Bad idea or okay? I'm gonna have to take my phone off of here. It's in the sun, getting hot. Let's sit down here and get cooled off. Come on, phone. I don't know why I'm freezing up. My comments are still going. There we go. I don't know why I'm buffering. Let me try to. Phone was getting hot in the sun up there. It does that every time. Come on, phone. Stop glitching. There we go. Had to cool off for a minute. This big truck, man, he's hauling booty. Come on, buddy, I need over. They come off that turnpike, people running off that turnpike, and they come onto this road, and it changes from 80 to 60 mile an hour. There's usually cars down here, cops. They'll whip out. They'll get you, man. Just built brand new turnpikes up here, but they changed everything on the turnpikes. They don't have like the toll booths no more. They've only got a couple left. It's all that plate pay crap. So you go through and it scans your plate and it charges you. We don't use them no more. Absolutely ridiculous. And the thing is when they made them 50 years ago, 40 years ago, in the beginning they said, oh, we'll only be charging for them for about 25, 30 years, and once the roads are paid off, we'll stop charging. Here we are 40 years later, and the charges have gone triple what they were when they started. It's ridiculous. This turnpike they just built right here, it literally has like four different charge things that you go through within a 6 or 7 mile stretch. So they charge you 4 different times in 7 miles. It's ridiculous. You're paying about $5, $4 every time you drive down this strip of turnpike. Sorry about the sun, y'all. I had to take it down and get it out of the sun. It was getting hot. That's why it started glitching like that. Oh yeah, this is Omar Gosh on YouTube. Omar Gosh says, "Gimme kiss." Mom bought me this. I used to be really, really into Omar Gosh on YouTube. You ought to check him out. He's really cool. I think he was really my very first YouTuber that I like to watch. Mom got me watching him. Got crusties in my nose. Should have been wearing a mask. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, boy. That was clean. Clean machine. Like a 60s model Chevy Camaro. Completely redone. That was beautiful. And I missed your answer on it again, Mom. Probably not a good idea. At the same time, even if I got copyrighted, it's not like it's only if you make money where it makes any difference. Yes, I love Camaros too. I'm more of a Ford guy, but if I had to choose, I would have a 69 to 71 Ford Mach 1 fastback. No radio. Okay. I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel. Break the rules. That's what I like about TikTok. But I can't get nobody to watch me on live TikTok. I ain't got a family over there like I do here. I get more people watch my regular videos, but not lives. They come in, they leave. And I'll be even reading the word trying to preach, and they just don't want to hear it. Makes no sense. 300 of them want to watch my video every time I put a 2-minute video up, but they don't want to hear me trying to preach the word. I'm almost there. I'll be able to read some comments, y'all. I pulled right up to the front door yesterday like I do at the end of the day, and Sammy was like, "Don't do that. It's embarrassing." Well, it kind of looked like Sammy for a minute. It's not. I'm not going to show the place I'm at, but I can't stand this stupid place. This is a place that, you know, y'all know what happened. 6 years of my life busting my tail here. Not much respect for it. But they still take care of us because my wife is still doing her thing in there. Gotta keep you in line. 64 to 66 Ford Ranchero 302 small. Ooh. Is that what you say you got? That's what you've got, James? Or you want? What is it? What size are the Windsors? Hey, Mom, do me a favor and message Sammy and tell her I'm sitting outside. Please and thank you. Still got about 10 minutes before she comes out. You guys are awesome, man. Just hanging out with me. Love it. Love it, love it. I usually have my Bible. I didn't bring it today. That's what I want. Yeah, those Rancheros are slick. Like those and the El Caminos. 351. Cleveland and Windsor. Yeah. Can't remember what. Mom, do you remember what size motor was in Dad's Mustang? My dad had a 71 Mach 1 fastback in high school. And my dad is an amazing mechanic. Like amazing. He was a diesel mechanic in the Army. Bones don't like cold. No, old bones don't like cold. Got to go change out the propane tank and refill the generator and delayed it as long as I could, waiting for it to warm up. I get that, Christy, 100%. It was actually 32 degrees when we got up this morning here. It's 52 now, so it's decent. I'm actually going to roll down the windows and get a little wind flow through here. Don't be surprised if one of these tow drivers come over here to talk to me. My old buddies. I really miss it, to be honest with you. I really miss working out here. But at the same time, be honest with you guys, I think, you out of here, Christy? Okay. You too. God bless you, sweetheart. 72, okay. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, okay. I truly believe God knew what he was doing as far as me getting let go from this job because I was getting really stressed out because the management we had at the time, the guy that got rid of me, who actually ended up getting, they got rid of him 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks after he convinced them to let me go, they let him go 2 weeks later, which I knew was going to happen. I told him, I said, if you ever get rid of me, it's going to backfire on you because I took care of a bunch of stuff on this yard. I didn't do everything, of course, but there was a big chunk of this yard that I took care of. And I wasn't no slacker, right? I loved when I work, I worked. But anyway, he just didn't like me. For whatever reason, I don't understand from the get-go. As soon as he came here 2 years ago, it was immediate, immediate judgment. I guess because of the way I look. I got tattoos on my neck and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people, that happens quite a bit. But he was that way. We didn't get along from the get-go. And I wasn't mean to him, right? But he didn't show me respect, so I didn't, like I said, I wasn't mean to him. I was honorable, but I wasn't. You got to understand what I'm saying. You got to give respect to get respect. And I still did my job. I just didn't carry my walkie because I didn't want to hear him. He was the kind of dude that just sat in the office all day long and did absolutely nothing. But anyway, so after they got rid of me, then they got rid of him 2 weeks later. And then, well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Thank you, Linda. Yes, it has helped me. My spiritual walk was going downhill because I was stressed out. I just, and I truly believe that it was for a reason, for that specific reason, because my spiritual life has gone through the roof. So it hurt us financially, okay, but we trusted in God, and He has gotten us through it. It's not like what it was, but our head's above water. We're not drowning. It's tough when you lose 50% of your income, and of an income that you've had for over half a decade, right? And for it to just be gone like that, it's tough. And it was really tough on her, and it's still pretty tough on her. But we've put trust in God, and He's gotten us through it, and now we've had this opportunity. Mom, I don't know if you know yet, because you weren't on here earlier, but that job at the other auction yard down the road where Dad used to work, down the road from me in Spalpa, remember I missed that job position because I went up there, I talked to him in the office. They said, yes, we're doing that. We're doing interviews next week. So I went home, pulled it up, no application for it. So I called them. They said, oh, we already filled up all the interviews. So that was about a month ago. And yesterday, just on a whim, I told Sammy, I was like, let's look that up. And we looked it up, and that position's open again. And I got my application in this time. So, see what happens. That's got to be a God thing, right? They just filled the interviews up. God's just making you and Sammy stronger for your move. Yes. To Kentucky. But yeah, we'll be right next to Tennessee too. Yeah, absolutely has. It helped my relationship and my walk with God so much because I've been spending every moment of it with Him. Oh, you guys, so I wasn't able to get my grounds with the goats up yesterday. Yeah, it's okay. We weren't able to get our video up yesterday, as I explained, but I had a dream the night before last, and I still haven't completely been able to figure out. I know it means something. I just can't figure out what it is. But in my dream, I had just fallen asleep. Couldn't have been asleep very long. But it was one of those, yeah, Christie's in Tennessee. It was one of those dreams that were super intense, and you couldn't even really tell you were in a dream. Like, I thought it was absolutely real. I don't know how it all played out, but it was scary. And I remember even thinking in my mind, like wondering, like, can Can evil mess with your dreams? What do y'all think? Can that side get inside of your other dimension when you're sleeping? I was thinking that before I went to sleep, and that's probably why this happened. But I think God was trying to tell me something, and I just can't figure out what it was. But I guess I can't remember how it played out, but I know that the main part of it, I was facing some kind of demon, and it was evil, like so evil. It was so scary. I was so scared. And in my dream, I just started praying as loud as I could. In the name of Jesus, I demand it to leave. In the name of Jesus, I demand it to leave. And while I was praying, my mouth sealed shut. My mouth completely sealed shut. And I was still trying to scream. So I was like, still praying, right? But nothing. It was like skin grew over my mouth. And I woke up, thank God, because it was absolutely insane. But I laid there for a good hour and a half afterwards. Well, actually, I got right up, went to the bathroom, then I went and got my Bible, and I stood in the living room and started praying the exact same prayer that I was praying in my dream. But I felt anger when I was actually awake praying that. I went and grabbed my Bible, I was standing in the living room, and I was praying in the name of Jesus. I demand it to leave, and I just felt like I felt goosebumps at the same time, like the Holy Spirit, like you'll do every once in a while. But then at the same time, I was angry, like I don't know, this anger was over me. But I was actually like saying the same thing: in the name of Jesus, I demand it to leave. Oh, thank you, Sammy. You make me blush in front of all our friends. So I went back to bed and I took my Bible with me and I stuck it under my pillow and I kept my hand on my Bible this time when I fell asleep. And I had normal dreams, weird. You know how dreams are, they're all just weird. But I don't really remember a whole lot of it, but I do remember towards the end, right before I woke up. And when I woke up, my hand was still on the Bible. So I slept like 7 hours with my hand on the Bible. And I remember right before I woke up at the end of the dream, I started to face this demon again, and I could see it. In the first one, I couldn't see it. Like, I just felt the presence of it. In this one, I could see it. And there was like almost like a car cover, like a carport looking thing, and that's what it was inside of. And in my dream, I had my Bible in my hand, and I was praying the same prayer. But this time, I had power over it. And I could feel that power over it. And it was just diminishing it. And then I woke up. What do y'all think? I know that sounds crazy, but it means something. There's something behind that. Absolutely something. There's a message behind it, and I cannot figure it out. Yeah. But that first part was scary. So what do y'all think about that? Everybody went silent. But there's a message in that. There's an absolutely strong, oh my, you need to write those dreams out. Well, they're locked in. I'll never forget that. Maybe I will. I should probably write them down. Because now I'm trying to think of, I had a couple other dreams that were kind of similar, but not scary. Okay, you're okay, babe. But they had a message behind it. I can't think of it right now, but that one, don't know. There's a message behind it though, and I know whatever it is, it'll preach. And I just want to figure it out. So I'd just like to know what y'all think. What do you think that could mean? And I think there's also a reason I'm sitting here talking to y'all about it too. Crazy. But I pray every night before I go to bed. And the ending of my prayer, after I pray for everything I need to and everybody I need to, at the ending, I always tell him, like, please, Lord, talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me whatever it is you need me to know in my mind, in my dreams. And he don't all the time. And maybe he does, I just forget. I've been dreaming a lot here lately. Every single night I dream. I know the first part of it, the scary part of it, had to do with the fact that I was thinking about it. Can evil mess with your brain when you're sleeping? Is that a possibility? Do y'all think so? Do you think evil can do that? Or... because I know God don't do things like that, but he allows things like that, right? Just like bad things in regular life. When you go through turmoil and heartache and all that stuff, that's not God doing that, but God lets it happen, right? Because we have to have that. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't need God, right? We wouldn't need him. Why would we need him? If we didn't have to go through, that would be like heaven. There would be no heartache, there would just be no reason to have God. I think he is talking to you, definitely priming you for something in the near future. I do believe that too. I believe that 100%. And I believe it's already beginning right now on here. I still got a couple things to fix. But everything else has been getting way better though. My language has been getting very good. Very good. Like I said, I was declining a little bit, being so stressed out over here, and yeah, my language was getting bad. And every time that I would actually say a bad word, I would like immediately get mad at myself and immediately pray and repent. Like, I'm sorry, Lord. I don't even know why it just came out. We need to be listening to everything right now. I'm going to write it down, Mom. Or you can write it down. I just told you the whole story. No, I'll journal it down. I need to start journaling more. I really do. But I will. I'm going to start writing my dreams down. I don't know what's up. Because I'm not a dreamer. And have a plan of action. All the answers are in the Bible. Right. But something like that, where do I don't even know where to begin to, like, I can't even put it together. I don't know. Maybe it was like a wheel. Oh, God. Oh, sorry, Melinda. I was wondering, dang, you missed the whole thing. Pooh. I wanted you to hear that too. Did you hear anything I was talking about in my dream, Melinda? I can kind of skim through it if I need to. I can do it quicker than what I did. So, I'll go back and rewatch. No, listen. Okay. All right. I want to hear. Okay. So, right before I fell asleep, I was thinking, can evil and bad spirits mess with your dreams? You know, the dimension you go to when you go to sleep. I was thinking that before I went to sleep. Hello. Corey. Corey's Magnet Adventures. What, do you do magnet fishing, Corey? Super cool, man. I want to get into that. I will come watch your stuff. Anyway, so when I first was falling asleep, I was wondering, can evil mess with my dreams? I fell asleep, and in the beginning of my dream, I probably fell asleep for 2 hours, and in my dream, I was in the presence of this evilness, and in this evilness, I was trying to pray it away. And I was like, in the name of Jesus, I demand you to leave. In the name of Jesus, I demand. I was screaming it in my. Awesome! That is so cool, dude. I will be coming to sub to you, bro. That's awesome. Right now my channel is basically lives like this, and we do little talk videos in the morning. We love Jesus. Do you love Jesus? But when I fell asleep, I was trying to pray it away, and in my dream, my mouth sealed shut. And I couldn't talk. I couldn't pray. Like I was like trying to scream, but my mouth was sealed, like it was skin, like over my mouth. And I woke up freaking out. Like during the dream, it felt like I didn't even feel like I was in a dream, right? Like it was one of those type of things. So I woke up, went and got my Bible, standing in the living room, and actually being awake was praying the exact same prayer, and I could feel this anger in me. But at the same time, I could feel the presence of God in me. Had the goosebumps, everything, but I felt this anger. And prayed it, went to bed, took my Bible with me, put my Bible under my pillow, stick my hand on my Bible, fell back asleep, slept for like 7 hours. And when I woke up after 7 hours, my hand was still on my Bible. I don't remember a whole lot about the whole dream, but at the end of the dream, it was basically the same thing, except for I could see the presence of evil. I could see it. It was like a demon inside this little box thing. And this time, I had my Bible in my hand in my dream, and I could pray. He wasn't able to stop me. Ooh, it's giving me goosebumps. Talking about like it was getting him. Like I was overpowering the evil. In the beginning, I couldn't see it. I could just feel it. And I couldn't pray. My mouth was sealed shut. In the end of it, I could pray, and I had power over it, and it was diminishing that evil spirit. And then I woke up. And I woke up with my hand still on my Bible. Super cool. But I don't know what it means, and I know it means something. But I'm just in the process of trying to figure it out. And maybe that's it. Maybe it was like a rundown of my life, right? Because I was completely addicted and destroyed, and evil had full power over me. And now I have power over that same evil because I have the Spirit of God living in me. Hey, Corey, do you believe in Jesus? Just curious. It's okay if you don't. We love you. Yes, it was powerful. And it felt so good at the ending part when I had that power over it. It felt awesome. It was the best feeling ever. But in the beginning, when I was trying to, and my mouth still, that was the scariest because it went real slow. My mouth just slowly started sealing up. So it was completely sealed. And I was still trying to scream. And I could even hear I was probably doing it in my sleep because I could hear myself like trying to scream the prayer, and it wouldn't happen. Well, I'm thinking Corey probably left. Not sure. Hope not. Jesus ran him off. I hope not. Because I want to see. I'm still going to go to his channel. Watch his magnet fishing. God and his warriors fight together against all evil. Amen, Melinda. Absolutely. He's definitely doing something in me right now. Like I said, I think this whole situation that we're going through is most definitely, well, everything's his plan. But like I said, he don't do things like that to you, but he lets it happen. So many parallels of what's happening today, trying to take away our free speech and all. Yeah. Luckily, they haven't started messing with me. I don't know. I think maybe it has to do with the fact that my following's not super big. Thanks for subscribing, and I have special needs too, man. Oh, okay. All right, man. Well, we love you around here, brother. Like, truly, got love for you in our hearts, man. Thank you for hanging out. I will definitely come check out your channel. As soon as I end my live, I'll go check you out. It looks like it started my live over. Or maybe it's just not showing me the hour. It's only showing 4 minutes and 15 seconds. It disconnected and came back on. Can I click on that now without it messing me up? You're welcome, mate. I love you, brother. Enjoy. Jesus loves you. Okay, cool. Yeah, it just started my time over. My time right there. It says 4 minutes. I know I've been on here for like 2 hours. It's Goat Daze Reality TV. Preaching the Word of God. We've got 13 likes. And to everybody new here, the title says I'm demoing a ceiling. I did demo a ceiling. Yeah, where are you from, Corey? Sorry, I didn't even think to ask you, buddy. Where are you from? Here comes Sammy. Here comes Sammy. The UK. Cool. Cool. We got a new follower.
What's that girl?
He's from the UK.
Hello, mate. No, that's not right.
No, that is right. He
Is
keeps
it?
look.
Oh, okay.
UK, mate.
Hey, I got it right.
He's a magnet fisher. Hello. I didn't wear a mask or safety glasses.
Are you
Melinda.
freaking kidding me? Do you have a heater in here?
Yeah, it don't work. It don't power it up enough.
Good.
I tried to hook up a heater, plug it in, but
He's
wasn't
a
enough power
wimp.
source.
He's a wimp.
It was cold this morning. It was cold this morning in the name of Jesus.
Okay. All the way from UK.
Yeah, we are in Oklahoma, Corey. He said he's got special needs.
Oh, hi, Corey. I didn't realize that was your name.
Yeah, Corey. He's magnet fisher. Tell him we love you.
Okay.
We love you around here.
We love you long time.
Yes.
Forever and ever.
We love everyone and all. No matter what.
Melinda's an OG, though.
Oh yeah, she's been in here from the
Melinda's
get-go.
OG.
You already know. We love Melinda.
She's my favorite Melinda.
Is Melinda going to be going to any of the meetups by chance? Just
Hopefully
curious.
she's well enough.
So I got to try and keep it from shaking around. Hopefully it don't get hot like it did earlier. It
This
done
road
that
will
thing
beat you to death.
that it did the other day. See my fishing poles? They go everywhere.
See all the other crap that's in here?
We love our Melinda. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I want to get me a magnet and try that magnet fishing, Corey. I do. I really want to try that. Seems really fun.
He's talked about it before, actually, Corey.
Oh, she has no transportation. Well, I can pick you up or something,
Where are
man.
you at, Melinda?
She's in Texas. She's on the border of
Maybe
Texas
Pretty
and
and Pooch will
Oklahoma.
swing by and pick you up, and as I keep going.
Try to figure something out if you're okay with that. If not, that's fine.
If you want to go,
Right.
it's probably, I mean, it's camping, so I know you've got health issues.
Didn't think of that. Yeah,
I'd
we'll
love to
definitely
hug your
be
neck,
camping.
though.
Yes. I mean, we'll have to plan a time. If not, we'll just plan a time. If you're okay with it, we can just meet you at a restaurant near your house or something. I'll come pick you up and take you out to eat or
Probably
something
pick her up if you ain't got no ride,
before we
sweetheart.
head out on our adventure.
So she's on the border, so she's probably
She's by the Red
3.5
River.
She's probably 3.5 hours away. Does that sound right, Melinda? I need to open.
She's by the Red River.
She said, let's think about it. Yes, ma'am.
Let's think about
That's okay.
Okay. That is absolutely okay.
I understand.
It's absolutely okay.
So your mom messaged me.
My
and
mom?
told, yeah,
I know, I told her to.
she did. So thanks for the
We plug that
warning.
in.
Yes, why don't you focus on what's in front of you? That'd be great. Thank you.
Blink. We are charging up now, y'all. We
Have
keep
I got
bouncing
anything
from
done? No.
3-4 people to 9-10 people, 3-4 people, 9-10 people. Looks like we probably got Mom Melinda and oh, there goes 4. I've been on here for like 3.5
There was
hours.
just, I'm sure people are probably like, "Gah."
No, Melinda's been hanging out the whole time. We had Jan on here for a couple hours. James, where'd James go? Read that. Corey just wrote a long one.
Yep, magnet fishing is fun, mate. Soon as you get something interesting. Oh, I don't know how to pull it back up. Interesting out of the canal and rivers. It's great, and it helps to keep the waterways clean too. Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed.
Absolutely. Yes. You're doing a great thing and having fun doing it at the same time.
You might find some really cool stuff.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to find.
Right.
I've watched a lot of those videos, and man, they're really cool to watch. That's what makes me want to get one. And it's fairly cheap to get you a magnet off Amazon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get cool YouTube content doing it. I'm pretty excited to go watch your videos.
Have you checked your emails by chance today?
No, I
okay, I'll check them.
I ain't got no phone calls. I'm sure they'll call me. And we need to check our Goat Daze email. James was asking if we read his email, so he sent it.
Normally it sends me a notification. I'm sorry, James.
I don't think James is in here. I don't know where James went. I don't even remember him saying he was leaving. Maybe something happened. He may got a phone call or something.
I'll go check it. I about typed in James in the search bar.
Well, that's what it'd be under, isn't it?
No, under the mail. I was typing in James in Google.
Oh. She's Googling James. Hey, there's Barb. I'm in and out.
Hey, Barb.
She's left us running for a while. That's awesome. Thank you. Barb has joined the faithfuls.
Good old faithful.
The good old faithfuls. I was explaining my dream situation to him earlier.
No, there's no email from James. I knew it would have alerted me.
There's not?
No.
James, are you on here? Let us know. She's not seeing no email from him.
No.
Something must have happened.
Has it been like 3 months ago?
I don't know.
Surely not, because I've checked it since then.
Is there one from James Hall from a long time ago?
I'm not checking the search bar. I think it shows his name. Nothing. It just pulls up Ariel.
Haven't seen Ariel in a long time. He's going through it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. With the whole thing going on in Israel and him being Jewish. I don't think he's been doing a whole lot of social media the way he talks. Just been focusing on God and Jewish traditions. What did you just send me?
Job thing.
They sent me an email?
No, I seen something else and sent it over to you.
No.
Y'all, I am ready to be home and stay home.
I wish.
Y'all have a grateful heart. Mama must be working. Has she popped in at all? Yeah, she's working.
Wonder, do we have any masks or anything at the house they can use?
I know you have like your Under Armour head mask thing. I don't know. You put me on the spot. I gotta
I
think.
mean, I guess that would work. Just cover my face.
Yeah, your whole
Breathing in that
face.
insulation.
You
I've already
ding
demoed it all
dong.
out. Just gotta clean it up.
Woo, baby. That scared me, sorry.
That's natural for Sammy.
Scared me. It is natural. It's called PTSD.
Even though she's been riding in a car for 12 years. We've never done
Doesn't change
anything.
a thing. Because anybody can cause
Only
an accident. Anybody
one
can
time
wreck.
I've
It
ever done
doesn't
anything
matter.
crazy in a vehicle, and that's whenever we were eating Xanaxes and I ran off in a
Droop,
ditch.
droop, droop. Thought my life flashed before my eyes.
When
And that
first
wasn't
got
too far
together.
after I had my car wreck.
Surprised it didn't mess that car up.
He drove right up out of that ditch, is what
Wow.
he did.
Well,
Scared me to
we went
death.
fishing that day, remember? Out at the Snelling Pond. Not good days. Not good
Aw,
days.
your dad's giving us, and Nancy too. I keep wanting to call her Mary. Are giving us permission to go mushroom hunting. He said, "Come on." I said, "Whose property can I go mushroom hunting on?" He said, "Come on."
Really?
Yes.
They got mushrooms on their property?
Baby, in a wooded area, sweetheart.
Hey!
I
We'll
love
be live
mushroom
streaming it.
hunting.
I'm a live streamer now.
You're annoying, is what
I'm
you are.
addicted to it. I love it. I love hanging out with y'all. It's so much fun, dude. And talking about racking up some watch hours. But it all plays out, and it's fun. And y'all like hanging out with me. And I like hanging out with y'all. And it's fun. And there's a lot of channels out there that are live stream channels. Like we were talking about that Helen Wyatt. Is that right, Mom? She live streams like every day for like 8 hours. It's grandma. She's grandma. She's really funny. And she's got like hundreds of people watching her
That's
live.
awesome.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool. Super cool. It's way funner than, I'm gonna be honest. It's funner to be doing this in real time like this than it is recording a video, editing it all out. I mean, I have fun doing it, but sometimes it's work. Even editing the grounds with the goats, it takes a good hour of sitting there and chopping everything out of it and getting everything set up. But here in about a few months, we'll be having all kinds of content videos for y'all.
Mom posted something about a communication video thingy. I'm pulling it up now. In the case that communication goes down. Interesting.
With cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, emergency communication plan.
Yeah, it says that they're saying that internet's supposed to poof at some point.
Oh yeah, that's how they're gonna shut everything down.
That won't be good.
I say they.
That will literally shut all businesses down, everything. I don't even know if that stuff's good to talk about on YouTube. But we live in America, so I say what I want. Can't cancel me. God's the only one that can cancel me. Take it all.
Take me home.
Take it all. Take all this worldly stuff away. I'm still going to be me, and I'm still going to love Jesus. And I'm still going to love every one of you.
The payment for that blower fan finally went through 3 hours later.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought the blower fan for our heat and air in our car. So I'm about to figure out how to change that.
Oh, but it's something he says he can do, so.
Again.
Let's see how long it sits. Kara, if you're in here, let's see how long it sits in the car.
Care Bear's in here?
I'm saying if she is. She understands. What is it sitting in that car for 6 months now?
What has?
She's got a parts in her car that her husband hasn't fixed yet.
That's not me.
It is every bit you.
She's always trying to compare me to my brother-in-law, and
In that aspect, yes, sir. Yes. Don't me.
That's just men in general. I am a man.
No.
But as far as fixing something, no, man. Dude, that part ain't going to sit in the car for 6 months and me not try to figure it out and get it in there. That's baloney. Bologna is what that is.
Spell it our boys out.
Absolute bologna.
I want to
wanna
see
end
my
the live.
dogs.
But y'all, if I do go ahead and end this for a little bit, I'm sorry, Mom, but I am going to re-go again when I get out there doing cleanup. I know you say it's not a good idea to go 2 lives a day, but
Hey, don't listen.
I'm waiting to see what she has to say. Hello.
We love you, Melinda.
Melinda's gone.
Sorry, the
I
comments
didn't
weren't
even
popping
see.
up.
I didn't even say you were leaving. Hate to be a party pooper, but I gotta run. I'll check back in after 1 p.m. Okay, yeah. Okay, guys. We love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down right now. But I will be firing her back up here in a little bit. If y'all want to come hang out, come hang out. If you don't, all good. I will obviously notice within the first 15, 20 minutes of going live. But I am going to be going fishing, so don't miss it. Y'all see my dad's beautiful pond out there. I'm going to be... Well, okay then. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mom, for permission. That makes me feel better. Corey, come back. Be watching for me. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications on the bell thing. So you subscribe and hit the thing, and then it'll say all notifications. Click that.
Love you, Barb.
Anytime I go live or put a video up, then it'll pop up for you. I'm sure you know how it works, but I'm just letting you know. So you'll know when I come back on later, okay? We love you guys, and... Thank you, Corey. I'm coming to your channel. As soon as I click out of this, I'm going to come check you out. I love you guys. Be watching for me. We're going to go fishing in a little bit, clean up that mess I made out there, and then we're going to go do a little fishing here in a little while. I love you guys. Come back and hang out. Stay blessed, guys.
Love you. Bye.